What's going down, folks? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another career mode video for you guys in Madden 15. And this one is a little bit of a different video compared to the other Madden 15 videos that I bring you guys, because usually I come out and I just show you guys all kinds of highlights and touchdowns and my QB just breaking off 35-yard runs and all that. This video isn't really like that. For whatever reason, it's the NFC Championship game. I'm facing off against the 49ers, and I just can't get it going. On this first drive, okay, we start off all right. We're making some completions. We're moving the chains consecutively, play after play after play. I hand the ball off to DeMarco, and he gets taken down immediately. So that brings up a 2nd and 11. I take the snap, drop back, and hit Williams on the slant just to pick up some of that yardage. And then I go back to the ground game once again, and Dunbar gets snuffed. The Niners aren't giving up anything easy. So what do? I decide to come up with a ballsy call on the next play. 4th and 1, I'm going for it. Hand it off to Dunbar, and he just barely picks up the first down. So we're keeping the chains moving, but barely. Later in the drive, 2nd and 7, I come out under center, take the snap, and I escape the pocket, but I'm still keeping my eyes downfield. And look at the dart thrown to Harris, who's able to make the catch and then toe tap the sideline, staying in bounds. Of course, the Niners are going to challenge that. Now, from where I'm sitting, that's a completion all the way. He gets both feet in, maintains control of the ball all the way out of bounds, so there's nothing that could possibly be overturned in this play. So as it ends up, the play stands. The 49ers have to cough up a timeout. We'll take that, though, even though it is the first half, so that timeout is probably going to be worthless at this point. But they do lose a challenge, so we'll take that. So on the 1st and 10 after the completion, I drop back and hit Dez Bryant as he's running across, almost hits the sideline. But all that really does is just puts us in field goal range. So we'll take the 3, even though the drive stalled. We got some points out of that drive. So 7-3. On my next possession, I come out and decide to attack a little bit through the air, connecting with Dez Bryant on the slant play, bringing up a 2nd and 1. And then I go right back to the ground game, feeding DeMarco, but for whatever reason, he decides that he wants to run parallel with the line of scrimmage instead of getting north and south. I don't know what that's about. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 2, and DeMarco finally gets north and south and picks up the first down and some. So we're moving the chains here a little bit. 1st and 10, taking the snap and shotgun, try to escape the pocket, but I'm immediately put under pressure and I get sacked. Now, that's the perfect example of me panicking under pressure. I don't usually do that. During that play, my brain just freaked out, and I ended up taking the sack. But it's all right, because on 3rd and 26, I come back and I throw a strike to Harris. Look at the deep ball. Harris catches it in stride, and we are in business in the red zone. So 1st and goal, I'm taking the snap and shotgun, and I see an open running lane over to the side, and you already know I'm taking it to the house. There was no hesitation there whatsoever. As soon as I saw that running lane, I took it and finally got a touchdown on the board. So moving things to the 2nd quarter, about the 3:12 mark, I decided to go play action, and I'm looking downfield, looking for somebody to get open, and I throw a dart to Williams. Now, I don't know how he came up with that ball, but I'm not arguing with the result. On the next play after the catch, look at the running lane DeMarco has. This dude, if he was a little bit faster, he probably could have scored on that play. But it doesn't really matter because on 2nd and goal, we end up punching it in anyway. So we're in control of this game at this point, folks. Leading 17-7. All I got to do is play smart and take care of the ball. But on the run play, look what happens to DeMarco Murray. My prized and featured running back goes down with a dislocated hip with 1 game left in the season, and that's, of course, if we win. But with 1 game left in the season, even if we make the Super Bowl, DeMarco Murray is done for the year. So it's really starting to look like the success or failure of this team is really going to fall on my shoulders. I have to come out here and make plays, just like that nice dart to Williams as he runs out of bounds. And on 2nd and 9, I take the snap under center. I'm trying to evade the pressure, throwing off my back foot, but it hits the receiver in stride, right between the defenders. I think that was Beasley on the catch. So we'll take that, but ultimately the drive stalls yet again in the red zone. So we're kicking more field goals. And sure, putting 3 on the board is nice and all, but it's nothing like putting up a 7. So I decided to go into my ball control offense and run the ball with Dunbar despite being down 1 point in the 4th quarter. So on the next play, I hand off to Dunbar and he breaks it open. Look at the running lane. There's nobody that catches him for yards until he finally gets pushed out of bounds. But ultimately, we stall in the red zone again, settling for 3 yet again. But fortunately, it doesn't come back to bite us as the 49ers do nothing with their offensive possession. We get the ball right back. So I go right back into the ball control offense, running the ball over and over and over with Dunbar, forcing the Niners to use all their timeouts. So on 3rd and 4, I hand it off to Dunbar yet again. He gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's okay because it forces the Niners to use their last timeout. So on 4th and 3, I dial up yet another ballsy call. Come out in the shotgun, and I'm knowing just one completion will put the game on ice. I throw a dart to Dez Bryant, who makes a spectacular catch. I gotta show you this play again now. Dez slips and falls on the turf as he's coming out of his cut in the route, gets back up, and he's expecting to get the ball the entire route. He makes the catch miraculously, and I don't know how that defender misplayed the ball while in the air. The DB was in perfect position to at least knock the ball and cause an incompletion, but he missed it. Dez kept his concentration the entire play and made the catch. Now, I just had to put the dagger in and twist it just a little bit on this last play. Plus, I had to reward Dez for making that crazy catch on the previous play. Anyway, we end up winning this game 30-21. The NFC Championship title belongs to the Cowboys, and we're going to the Super Bowl, folks.